All right, everyone, let's continue with solving and working with quadratics. It's a nice review, whether you're IM2 or IM3, guys. This is something you better be very good at. That's why I'm doing it with you. Besides, it's easy to do. It's easy to get some more credit in my class. Let's do it. Now, if you have to, guys, just search it. Zero, product, property, and Khan Academy. And you will find exactly the practice set I want you to do. Okay, here we go. As you can see, we're doing zero product property. All it means is we're solving for zero. So for example, if I take that first factor, x minus 5, how does it equal 0? Well, once I add 5 to both sides, x is 5. That's one answer. Now let's solve the other factor for 0. That's all we're doing, guys. Setting them equal to 0 and finding out what number makes them 0. So here I'm going to minus 2 both sides. So 5x equals negative 2. Dividing by 5, both sides. X is negative 2/5. Now typing in a fraction here or there, guys, kind of sucks. So why don't we take our calculator, do negative 2 divided by 5, because that's what that means there, right? And we'll get negative 0.4. Okay, so the smaller one obviously is the negative 0.4. The larger x value is 5. Those two numbers will make this quadratic, that's what we have here, guys, become zeros. All right, let's try another one. How do we make that 0? Well, if 2x minus 1 is supposed to be 0, we're going to add 1 to both sides. 2x is 1. Dividing by 2, x is 1/2. Again, divide that on your calculator if you need to. You're going to get 0.5. Now, let's do the easier one. X plus 4, when does that equal 0? We minus 4 both sides. X must be negative 4, right? Now, most of you hopefully did that in your head. But anyways, which one's the smaller is the negative 4. Which one is the larger x? It's the positive 0.5. You also could have wrote in 0.5 and you'd still get credit, right? Same number. Okay. Let's do one more before we discuss anything else in detail. So, let's solve this for 0. If negative 4x minus 3 equals 0, let's add 3 to both sides. Negative 4x will equal positive 3. Watch your signs. We are going to divide by a negative 4, however. So x is going to be negative 3/4. But again, let's just take negative 3 and divide by 4, right? That's what that means. Negative 3 divided by 4. And we'll get negative 0.75. Now let's solve the easier one for 0. When is x minus 3 equal to 0? Well, when we add 3 to both sides, x is positive 3. So which one is smaller? The negative 0.75. Which one is larger? The positive 3. And that's it, guys. All you're doing is practice solving for zeros. Now, the only thing I would want to point out real quick, guys, is see, this is a parabola that does this. And what we figured out is that right over here at negative 0.75 is where it crosses the x-axis. So here's our x, okay, axis. And right over here is a positive 3 value. So what we just found out, what we call our zeros, guys. All right, they're also called the roots of the equation. They're of course called the x-intercepts of the graph or equation or function. Okay, all three of those words, guys, really mean the same thing. Where the graph zeroes out, where it crosses the x-axis. Okay, I hope you guys agree this was not hard to do. It was not hard to learn. Hopefully, actually, it was just a nice review for you. and you're going to do it for me, get some extra credit, and get a little bit better grade, right? I'll see you around.